Hey everyone, this is Plat, and today we're going to be taking a look at the Distance beta. Distance is a game that was Kickstarter funded and is on early access right now. Usually I don't try and pick up early access games, but I'm a big fan of racing games, and there's really just not that many available on PC. Plus, this game in particular is made by the same team that made Nitronic Rush, which is a free game that was available, made by DigiPen students. For basically the same kind of thing that they games such as Narbacular Drop, which later became Portal, and I believe Octodad was also a DigiPen game made by the students as like a graduation product or project or something. So without further ado, I suppose we're just gonna jump into the adventure mode here, which is incomplete right now, but it's basically the story mode of this game. So we're booting up here. Oh, well, that's no good. All is not well, it would seem. So we can skip these cutscenes, but I'm probably not going to do that. Car looks a little bit like a mouse. Singularity detected. Well, I guess we are probably gonna go check that out. Alright, so the first level is basically just a demo of, well, first two levels, I guess, actually, are probably going to just be gameplay demos. So you'll notice I've actually already played this game before. I haven't been playing it for a while, but we have, our taillights there act as like a, oh shit. Well, I just blew us up so we can go reset a little bit back here. But our taillights back here are essentially just a way for us to track our boost and similar things that will use our boosting feature later. Then these green gates will reach or lower our boost meter, allowing us to just continue to jet through this level in boosting. There's not like drifting or any mechanics like that. This is pretty much a straight, it's like an older racing game kind of feeling where it's not about, like, the advanced mechanic is really just like, I guess, trying to stay at your maximum speed the entire time. And find shortcuts and whatnot through the levels. If we let our boost meter fill up all the way, the car essentially just blows up. So we'll try to be avoiding that as much as possible. I think this game's actually really pretty. My computer doesn't handle streaming it or recording at oh shit. My computer doesn't handle playing this game at 1080 at 60. I can only do 1080 30, but I lowered this just to try and give you guys the best experience, this resolution, just to try and give you guys the best frame rate as possible here. There's no bonus or anything like that for trying to kind of quick start, as far as I know, like Mario Kart or what have you. Oh, well, I was definitely supposed to take that jump. It's really easy to just catch tons of air in this game. We got some obstacles now. It's far as I know, I mean, I don't know what the developers' plans are here, but as far as I know, there's actually not any plans, and we can just, oh, well, I guess I wasn't supposed to go that far up, but we can't actually race on these walls. Pretty much any surface that you can pop up onto is a drivable surface in this game. Anyway, I don't know what the developers' intents are necessarily, but as far as I know, there's not any point where you're really racing against other drivers competitively. This is kind of just I guess a score attack style game, right? You're more or less just racing against yourself. That may not have been the best idea. Could have gone, oh, it did go worse. So the only real challenge is basically to try and beat your own times. There's tools for track editor, so you can, and it's workshop enabled, so you can get other tracks downloaded, especially while we're waiting for the full game to actually release. Soundtrack's not too bad. It's just kind of, you know, electronic music. It's not nitrous oxide, right? Like, we don't have Crystal Method giving us some electronic jams or anything like that. It's just kind of these nice soothing backdrops to the game. Come on. Maybe surprising to some of you. Well, fuck me, right? Maybe surprising to some of you, but I'm not actually that bad at this game. I'm mostly just apparently bad at commentating while playing the game. There, oh, well, we're at the end, so cool. Based on my experience with the game, I would actually, you know, I would recommend picking it up. It's pretty solid. If early access games aren't really your jam, I would maybe recommend, you know, you could obviously wait until the game's fully available. But there's enough content available, especially with the Steam Workshop, that I don't think it's necessarily a bad purchase. Maybe wait for it on sale if you kind of have second thoughts about it. But it's not a bad game at all. Actually, next time we get to these saws, there's you'll notice it said regenerating. Well, that involves actually more than just your power. Let's see if it actually didn't really show us much. Let's see if we can. There we go. Yeah. So your car actually is a destructible object in this game. So when you like nail these saws, you don't just like game over. You actually might be able to progress far enough to make it to a regeneration station, maybe, or beat the level, you know, if you're close enough. And it, losing your tire actually and stuff like that actually affects your car's ability to navigate the environment. Oh shit. Well, there I go. There's a button for times like that when you pop off the track to just detonate your car, essentially, and then you'll go back to your last checkpoint. I think it's actually kind of unfortunate that there's more now, right? There's like the crew and grids available. I think some of the more recent Need for Speed games are available on Steam. maybe Origin has some games. There's that Sonic Transform, stuff like that. But there's, oh well, fuck. That's fine. We can work with that. There's not actually like a plethora, if you will, of racing games available on PC. Especially like I'm a big fan of arcade style racers. Games like Outrun, Cruisin' USA, stuff like that. There's not that many of them. That style game particularly. It mostly seems like, you know, kart games or more simulation-based racers that are available on the PC. People trying to make the new Mario Kart or Forza or that kind of thing. So there's Portals. The Portals work more or less how you would expect. Just jump you through the next part of the race. So, there's also flying. I really don't like the flying in this game feels fine. The only kind of downside to it, to me, is that I'm actually not very good at flying with a flight stick. I actually can't. Or, more accurately, don't really want to try and get back onto the thing. So once I got that checkpoint, I just decided, screw it, it's time to jump back. Well, yeah, my brain, for whatever reason, just has not the easiest time comprehending flight controls. So we might struggle here. That whole down is up and up is down thing, right? Ah, shit. So I didn't get that. Let's see. That didn't work. Almost had it. Just nailed the wall instead of the floor. There we go. Ah, shit. So I will probably fuck this up a lot. Let's see, actually, if I can just controls. There we go. I think like Star Fox is maybe like the only game that I can play with inverted Y controls and not just like fuck it up super bad. Well, there goes half my car. Which of course also means that whilst you don't have the top of your car, you can't see whether you're about to blow up from your boost. Not fantastic. But like, so my opinion, right? Once we get to these stages where you have like the portal transitions and everything, like, I think this game's actually, I mean, it's not an exceptionally hard game, right? Like, your checkpoints come fast and furious. There's not like drifting mechanics or anything. It's mostly just jumping over and flying over obstacles. It's actually in some ways almost like a puzzle racing game, right? Fuck. That didn't work. But it's pretty fantastic, I think. Like, there's nothing wrong with this game.